Good afternoon and welcome into the Newland Bowling Club in Auckland for the 7th and deciding week of the BOWLS3FIVE regular season. A virtual crowd here alongside Brenton Vanessa-Roy, Joe Edwards and Miles Davis, ready to give you 2 games of action today and a couple more tomorrow to round out the round robin. Firstly tonight, very shortly, we'll have the Manurewa Kites taking on the Stokes Valley Vipers here on Sky Sport 3 and Sky Sport Next. Then at prime time, top of the table clash is the Elmwood Park Saints taking on the Gore Rams. The winner could claim top spot. Then tomorrow is the Point Chevalier Pirates taking on the Stoke Thunder at 5 p.m. on Sky Sport Next and Sky Sport 3. And then to round out round robin, it's the Rockets and the Manurewa Heat. Now, this is the tally as we enter the round. Elmwood Park are 3 points clear, but if Gore beat Elmwood Park later tonight, they could claim top spot, especially if they win in straight sets. Plenty of action to go to find out exactly what our top 3 will be and who will be the second team joining the Royal Oak Rockets and being relegated as well. Well, Joe, firstly with Manurewa, currently entering the round in 6th place, but a win tonight and they're safe.
Yeah, look, Dave, it's where you want to be. It's all up to them. They don't have to rely on anyone else. Win tonight, they're safe. They get to play again in this televised event next year.
And Miles, a lot to play for Stokes Valley on the flip side.
Yeah, but looking at it, if they lose, they could miss out on the top 3, which is where you want to be. And I've got to say, I feel that would be a bit harsh on them. I think they've been a real standout team this year. They're a young side, as we'll see tonight. I fancy them to win this one, but I wouldn't underestimate the Manurewa Kites.
Yeah, win, and they are in. The Manurewa Kites have won the toss. They've given the mat away to the Stokes Valley Vipers, but let's get the players on the green. Firstly, it is the Manurewa Kites. Roger Andrew, Karen Forrest, and their skip, David Clark. So a whole new trio for Manurewa, and they're taking on the Stokes Valley Vipers, Nicole Toomey, Finbar McGuigan, and Seamus Curtin, an unchanged triple from that which beat Royal Oak in straight sets last week. And entering the round in 3rd place are the Stokes Valley Vipers. And they will get us underway. They haven't been handed the mat and the jack. They've placed the mat in the middle mark. The jack is all the way back, 2 meters from the ditch. And Nicole Toomey gets us underway. It is the very cutthroat final week of round robin to decide our top 3 and who joins the Manurewa Heat in our relegation game. Of course, if you have just tuned into BOWLS3FIVE for maybe the first time this season, there are 2 teams relegated this year. Royal Oak, winless through 6 rounds, are automatically relegated, and then the loser of 6th v 7th also goes down, and they go straight into the top 10 of the National BOWLS3FIVE Interclub Tournament, with 2 spots available to come right back in 2021.
I just can't believe it's the last week of the round robins. It just seemed, oh yeah, there's a long way to go.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's here, and you look at the table, and what a congested table.
Well, we knew set differential was going to be so important. We knew shot differential was so important, and that's exactly what is going to be the decisive things. Because if Gore don't win by straight sets or win 1-0, if it's a drawn set, for instance, in their game against Elmwood Park, they'll finish level at the top with Gore, or with Elmwood Park, but miss out on top spot due to shot differential. They'll have the same amount of set differential.
What about Stokes Valley in terms of their set differential? Are they? They've
got a good set differential.
So if they win, would they have a chance of going top if they win 2-0? No. So they've got a good set differential, but it's no good as far as getting to the top of the table. So their set differential isn't really good. Okay. Now that we've got there, that's good. I feel a lot better now.
From memory, there was +3 and +4 for both Gore and Elmwood Park.
Yeah, if your weight's right, you're close, yeah.
They have been gaining a bit of momentum, though, the Vipers over the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think, well, so if they win 2, there'll be a +5, which would be better than either Gore or
And Stokes Valley have only a +1 set differential, so that's why they're not a chance
I thought you said they had a +3.
You said Stoke.
Oh, Stoke Thunder, right there.
Meanwhile, pretty good bowl by
Let's
Finbar.
just look at that.
Very good bowl from Finbar.
Very, very good bowl.
Applauded by Seamus Curtin.
Yeah, it's a good little trio they've got here, isn't it?
It
And
is.
like you say, Joe, they have picked up a bit of momentum in the last few weeks.
Yeah, Manurewa deciding to change their whole triple. So Roger Andrew, Karen Forrest, who
It's travelling a
just
bit.
bowling her second, and David Clark replacing Steve Bicknell, Raywin Rennell and Shane Drabble.
So I suppose if you sort of smash an egg rather than crack an egg there, you could shove the jack back towards the blue bowls there with Joe.
Yes. Yeah, no, I think that was a
Treat it
shot
like an avocado rather than an egg.
than an egg. Yeah, I think that's the shot that David asked for.
Brenton strikes me as a smashed avocado on toast sort of individual.
Isn't that why millennials can't buy houses? Because they
That's what
eat
they
too much
reckon.
smashed avocado?
I just saw them the other day on the side of the road. You get 10 for $5. You smash your heart to heart's content. Oh, going deep in here amongst these
That's
two.
a
This
pretty
could be,
good home, that,
yeah.
Seamus. Just be looking to play a yard down through that, the front orange shot bowl. Pretty much a resting toucher, so Jack will be getting some movement.
I love watching the setup that everyone has and their little idiosyncrasies on the. This doesn't look the
Just
worst. It's just going
under.
to duck under.
Pretty good
Little bit
weight.
more, yeah.
Really good weight for it, I think.
So you're going to adjust the line on this one rather
Yeah.
than the weight, yeah?
Or if he thinks that the weight is a bit short, you know, same line, just add a metre or so.
Finbar and McGuigan and Nicole Toomey both leaning in, knowing that needed a bit of
Has it got the
movement,
legs?
a bit more weight on it. So finishes short, so
So what are they holding? 3 there? I didn't see old
Changing his hand.
JC bung his lollipops up there. I didn't see it. So.
I think it might just be 2.
Changing his hand, trying to get a second shot, I think.
maybe that last bowl, I think, of Seamus
Yeah,
is
he-
just stop.
But I had to play it too quick to get underneath it.
Yeah,
Just needs to hit something, I think, or else it's going straight
yeah, it might be
through.
finding its way through the gap. It has. Thought it might have landed on the second shot, but it hasn't. So 2 taken away. Is it just 2?
I think it might be 3.
Yeah, we're going to see
Close.
Sue Rossiter straight into action in the first end to see if it is a 3rd for Stokes Valley. Finbar McGuigan gets rid of some of the other bowls which aren't in contention.
No, I think that's blue. Now that I've readjusted my eyesight. I actually thought the other one was closer.
The one that's been taken away.
Yeah, the other orange, I thought it was closer. What do you think, Joe? Out of the 2, it looked closer to me than that one. But
Young Finbar's got young eyes.
Oh, there we go. The
look at
virtual
there, now
circles have
they've
been
expanded
readjusted.
it,
It's
it looks
very
like
tight.
It's back in contention.
Looks like orange.
Yeah, it looks like orange,
Yeah.
doesn't it? We've enlarged the virtual circles for our benefit. So Sue Rossiter, our umpire, went to the orange bowl of the Vipers first. And I think it is going to be
3.
the Vipers. Yeah, it is. So 3 to Stokes Valley on the opening end. A great start. Oh, 2 confirmed. Thought we saw that 3rd one.
I thought they took 2 out to start.
What's
Yeah, very strange. I thought that was 2 confirmed, but she rolled away the 3rd one, which usually would
would
suggest.
Right.
indicate that it was that one?
Yeah,
Anyway.
but Finbar gave us the...
He said it was 2,
Is
so
this
Stokes
one a
Valley's
2?
happy with 2. So 2 it is for the Vipers.
Seems very strange. I'm not convinced by that at all. But anyway,
Maybe as she rolled
That's-
the orange one out, she said blue has it. We didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Normally the one that they
you
roll
roll
out
out as the one that it
is
is.
the shot, yeah.
I'm going to interrogate her.
Because they
You
definitely
will
pulled,
not be getting away with this.
they definitely pulled 2 out at the start, didn't they? Before they measured.
Yeah, they knew. I mean, and fair enough.
Yep.
If they say it's 2, it's 2.
Yep.
You know,
They're happy with that.
just
Sticking with this length, Stokes Valley, which worked for them well on the first end. Matt in the middle spot. Jack, 2 metres from the ditch.
it's narrow and
Yeah, get it this time, mate.
Good to see Roger Andrew back playing for Manurewa Kites. Featured in their opening round win on night 1.
Weight's not
Maybe
bad,
he's
mate.
had the last couple of weeks off looking after the new puppies.
Yeah, you were just filling us in
Yeah.
off air. Joe's got 4 of them.
4 little border collie puppies.
is one of them heading back down to Nelson.
No, I can confirm no.
Yeah.
No, we'll gonna wait till after the Nationals in February, March. So
Hang on, Sue.
great opener
Look at
from Fundar.
Yep,
He started off on fire,
He's on fire tonight, isn't he, already?
and it's it's be pretty close between the selections of him and Caleb. But Fundar has really stepped up, I think, in the middle of this triple.
The
Yeah, been
virtual
very
crowd went
reliable.
crazy for that one, Brenton.
Close.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not a bad bit of effort
One
in
down.
the flying.
Off weight.
Yeah, it hasn't lost so far, Finn Bart, so it's been a bit of their good luck charm, and he's
Nice
played
little
very,
omen.
very well
He has.
in the middle. And it shows the depth they do have, Stokes Valley, that someone like Caleb Hope can't make the side. Who knows? I'm sure he'll be putting his hand up for a potential playoff.
That is very unlucky.
Draw here.
Asking Karen Forrest to do all the work, though, to apply to this.
So if Stokes Valley win and Gore win, then Stoke Thunder can't make the top 3.
Well
Is that
played,
right?
Karen.
Great shot,
Top
Karen.
shot.
Correct.
Read it through that. Great.
Yes, that would take both Gore and Stokes Valley to 5 wins, and the most Stoke and Point Chev could get to is 4. And it would also mean we've got a 3-way tie for top spot, and it'd only be set differential decides, or possibly shot differential decides who's first, second and third. We've got a lot of bowls before we know what the actual outcome is.
This looks reasonable. This looks, can it squeeze on through? Is it going to run out of steam?
Fell out. And blue. The Kites.
So, Manurewa, chance to try and bounce straight back as the Christmas tunes play out here at the Newland Bowling Club. This is the night that Miles Davis makes sure he's always here for. Never misses Christmas night.
I find it abhorrent. And what's even worse is I've got to work about 27 days straight over Christmas, and I know on News Talk to be, and I know they're going to make me play. I rebelled against it a little bit last year, but I've got a slap on the wrist.
Well, at least you're not working
He's
in a
looking-
department store or anything, Miles.
Got a few seconds here looking for the shot bowl. Oh. Beat you last, David.
Yeah, make it
one.
2. Chance to level the match for the Kites. He can beat his previous. Last bowl of this, the second end. First set.
Short of weight, I think.
Yeah, it certainly looked like it was halfway down.
Yes,
It's going to run out of steam.
bit of lagging again.
Back to that centre line, but just one. But they're on the board, the Manurewa Kites. 2-1 now, Stokes Valley Vipers leading Manurewa. 2 ends gone of 5 first set.
I seem to remember David getting caught knocking the jack and giving shots away in
Yeah.
previous games. So I think he maybe was a little bit remembering that and thinking Let's just take what we've got in the bank.
Definitely.
David Clark sat out the last couple of games for the Kites, but he's always here, isn't it? It's good to see him supporting his teammates. Talking to him last week, he said, depending how the team went, he might play this week or...
But it might take him a couple of ends to get back into the groove of this particular venue and green.
Oh, I think he had a good practice this afternoon, so he should be back on top of his game. But no, they seem to have a really good, tight group. You know,
they are actually. They seem very like Manurewa. Some of these
the clubs,
sort of the, should we call them the less fashionable clubs? But they're very social, and I think if we were allowed to have crowds here, I'm sure that Manurewa would bring busload up.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, a whole new triple, but this triple played together at the National Winter Club, just like the triple that played for Manurewa last week. Shane Drabble, Raywin Rennell and Steve Bicknell all play together. A great bowl from Roger Andrew. We must say it was very impressive first up. And their opening round win over Manurewa. Obviously been tied up and hasn't been able to come here every week for the Kites, making an impact when he is here.
It is a big commitment for the players, you know, 7, possibly 8 weeks of being available. It's especially for the visiting teams. It's a hell of a schedule.
Draw another shot there.
And especially the likes of Gore have to get up early to get to Invercargill and then possibly 2 flights just to get to Auckland.
Well played. 2 shots.
It's counting, bro. It's a bowl low.
Holding a couple now, the Kites. McGuigan, though, has been impressive in the opening 2 ends. And he drew another one close.
I think this is going to...
Gets around that front one, but it didn't have enough on it
Think we'll
to
go
get
here
inside
now.
those 2 Manurewa bowls.
Right, well played. Right.
Oh,
Still similar.
Close to counting.
I wouldn't back off, mate. You can use those ones.
What a decent target for Finbar to get down through that channel, use either of the shoulders.
Yeah, he's put a little bit of extra on for this time.
Got a
Is it
few
going to grab
options.
them? Is it going to grab them?
Yeah.
Just as you said, great target to play to, and he did exactly that. Cuts it to 1. So got amongst those 2 Manurewa bowls at Finbar McGuigan. So as the skips change over, Manurewa holding 1. David Clark to play first. They made a slight adjustment to the length, well, same length, but there's different placement.
Area.
Yeah, with the mat all the way back and the jack in that middle spot, whereas the Vipers were playing with the mat in the middle spot and the jack all the way back.
Oh, he's played this well.
Yeah, well played.
Very good bowl.
Still just 1, but a great bowl from David Clark. See how Seamus Curtin answers.
Would that be the hand that you would have played on there, Joe?
We could have played it either way.
Either way, yeah. That's the thing of these.
Pretty handy bowls.
I think what David did with his last one, he just changed the angles where before Seamus only just needed to sit that front orange down for shot. We need a little bit more movement.
He anticipated what he thought Seamus was going to play, didn't he, and beat him to it almost.
Yeah, look, you know, it was a very brave shot, because if he was a bowl under where he was, he would have given it away.
If you can get this with a bit of weight, maybe, and knock that shot ball away, or
sit the bowl for 3 shots.
So playing with that reaching weight.
He's
got
looking.
the weight.
Teammates are interested. Oh, and he's done
What a ball.
brilliantly. So
Great
from
shot.
one down, he picks up
help.
3.
That was
Well played,
pretty.
Seamus Curtin. So 5-1. They now jump out to a lead over the Manurewa Kites after 3 ends of 5. After being 1 down. Playing that final ball, there's a replay of it. Yeah.
What a bowl.
Great weight. He had a few options down there. Got a little rub, but he was in the area.
Not bad for a 20-year-old kid, is he?
Scary, isn't it? I wasn't even playing the game when I was 20.
Imagine how much more you would have won, Joe.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I think you've won enough. Until your mate Val takes your regular for most caps.
Yep, that won't be far away, I don't think.
Well, I mean, not that I want you to lose it, but it will mean that international bowls is back up and running.
Exactly. Oh, look, I couldn't think of anyone better to
Yeah,
take
right,
the
exactly.
record.
You've been teammates
Yeah.
and friends for years. So, we've got this bubble between Australia and New Zealand has got to happen soon.
It does.
I think it'll give a bit of sanity, between the two nations.
There is a Trans-Tasman set down for June next year, Broadbeach, but, you know, obviously things have to change.
I need the jack in the way, hold up.
It'd be good for the New Zealand team to get back to playing.
Well done.
And good shot, Nicole.
Yeah, mate. Area, buddy. In the area, buddy. Come on. Well played, Roger.
Great shot.
Oh, what a
Great
reply
shot,
from
Roger.
Roger Andrew after
One down.
Nicole
Shot.
Toomey had the touch-up. Great response.
It's really the level after sort of a scrappy first end. It's suddenly gone up a couple of notches,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's starting to feel a bit like the Point Chev Elmwood game now.
Geez, that was a cracker, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
which is hard standard to meet. An absolute beauty of a
Right
game
hand,
last
Karen, draw a shot. Yep.
Wednesday.
Yeah, with the tie break being as good an end as you'll see.
It was.
After the 5th end of second set was fantastic too, just to get to the tiebreaker.
I watched the replay, and when Aidan hit that shot, all 3 of us were just quiet. It took us a while to kind of work out what had happened.
He's actually done it, yeah.
Hey, man, draw the shot, brother.
Well, because I think initially I thought he was going to draw Aidan, and then you thought, no, he's going to play with
no.
he's going to play with some weight.
Well, he
But
had
then-
the jack or the bowl.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, and got rid of the shot bowl.
Clean.
Might promote
Clean,
his.
exactly.
Might, just not quite right.
I like.
Still got one. It's
Yeah,
That was
it's
neither
still
Arthur nor Martha, that one in the end, was it?
Still
A fraction wider, it would have got past it. And
bit vulnerable. Karen really needs to get another one in here.
Yeah, still just Roger Andrews' lone bowl amongst really a sea of orange.
Yes.
Needs to get amongst there.
think you can get outside
That's
that
a
front
great
of the
She's
shot.
done
shot.
exactly
Great shot.
that, and for a second as well, wonderfully played, Karen
Very good shot.
Forrest. Exactly what her skip David Clark was seeking.
That's why he's smiling as he strolls back down the green.
He's always smiling.
Yeah, he's a good character.
Yeah,
He's a
he
real
is.
positive
Nice guy.
character.
Yeah, win this and they're safe for another
Oh.
season, and that certainly would have been a goal as the drive comes from Seamus Curtin. He only knocks away one of his. So off target there.
Don't mind that shot. You know, there's a fair bit of short stuff there to try and navigate around. Try and clear it out with your first one.
Bit narrow this one, but it might get in the way. Is he going to have another crack?
Go again, bro. One in the ditch over here.
What a toucher in the ditch too. Stokes Valley.
Here comes another drive from Curtin. Oh, he knocked away that previous bowl of Clark's, but thankfully for the Kites perspective, it hit nothing else. So it's still holding 2, and now David Clark a chance to make it 3. Get right back in this first set.
He won't put too much weight on it.
He's looking to just get past that front orange, but I don't think he's there again, is
looks
he?
narrow.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he doesn't have to wait. So it's going to be 2 to Manurewa. So 5-3 now in the Vipers' favour.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's going
And
for it.
here comes a power play. First set, 5th and final end. David
You
Clark.
realise, David, that if,
Oh, well, mate.
David, you realise if you didn't keep lagging, you could have had those extra shots and you wouldn't need the power play.
Oh, now you're sledging.
Oh, that's part of it, isn't it?
Get off his back.
I've got to be sort of make up for the crowd that would have been there.
Oh, that's the first time that's happened.
Yeah, Roger Andrew forgot that you
Roll the
don't have to roll the jack, Roger. BOWLS3FIVE, we just have it placed for us. So we're going to have to move that jack down the other end again.
No, but he's got a good feel in his hand now, so it's,
Yeah, it's a bit of a practice, isn't it? So if they score on this end, the Kites, whatever they score will be doubled. So if they get 1, that will draw the first set.
I think that's a good, very positive and a good play.
Yep, too right.
Yeah,
Oh, I love it. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely love it.
that's what the power play's there for.
Exactly. So often used as an insurance policy, although we've seen it a few times, first set, which has been good to see. Quite often start of second set as well, so there has been a bit more creativity, I suppose, thinking around the power play than maybe previous years. What a responses from Nicole Toomey.
Great shot, Nicole
Touch
Toomey.
up.
Now one a little bit deeper, you know, like a couple of feet past.
For Nicole.
I'm learning.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
learning.
you're
though.
listening. You're listening,
All I
huh?
need to do now is go out and practice day after day after day and try and get somewhere close
Come
to
on,
it.
mate. Come to a good home anyway.
When you roll the jack
Good there.
in the longer form of the game, does that give
touching
you a
that,
feel
I
of
reckon get
the...
the tee
Yeah,
early.
it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Down that end.
Gives
the
you
tee,
another
I'm on the
delivery
tee.
too, like at the
Yeah.
start of a game.
Yeah.
It's, and it's amazing the amount of people that can't roll the jack. It's bizarre.
I watched the Auckland champs. I did some commentary on that at
Push, come on.
Remuera, and I've lost
the track,
count
mate.
of the number of time the jack.
Yeah, we
went in the-
were both there. It went
Yeah.
in the ditch
In the ditch or
every
out.
time.
Yeah.
Turn the ball.
Every single time. No one could keep it on the green.
Were
It
they
was-
trying
it
to?
was-
And we found out, didn't we find out afterwards that the jack
It's a
was actually
light-
a different,
light jack or
Yeah,
different
something.
the
way.
one
Yeah.
that they've been using. Yeah.
Oh, okay, righto.
It was.
But it was quite
I mean, it was
hilarious.
amusing for us, but not for the players.
Trap for young players, eh?
Great try. Weight's
Yeah.
lovely. Good try.
Good weight that.
Do a shot down there, bro. Anything between the blue and the jack's good.
So 1-1 just past the head, front of the blue bowl, which is almost in line with the jack on that centre line.
It's got a nice line on it.
Yeah, if it holds up, might just run under.
Just wanted to
There you go.
get
Same weight.
running for
Draw the
that. That
ball.
wasn't a bad effort.
No, it's not far away at all from where Seamus Curtin wanted it.
This one looks like it might be a little bit narrow, maybe, or is it?
Shorter weight too, isn't it?
Doesn't have enough to reach the head.
2 feet, bro.
David Clark will be disappointed with that.
Button. Little bit, yeah.
Reminder, it is their power play, the Kites. Aggressive move to try and draw or win this first set.
Well, he's got a couple of catches
He's
at
got
the
the
back
grass,
there.
but forgotten the weight. Getting something right with every bowl. And it's also opened up a little bit of a channel now for David too.
To try and play to
Well, look, it's there if he's a bit wide,
Yeah.
but if he's just under it, he knows he's got something.
Do they act as markers in your mind
Yeah, they do.
when you do that as
They
well?
do, yep.
Yeah.
Just fattens the target. It almost gives you a little bit more confidence.
that. David Clark, no doubt, trying to use that previous bowl of Finbar McGuigan as a guide.
Well, where's this going?
Looks like
No,
he's-
under.
Just under.
Yeah, he's under. He'll get another opportunity.
Slip your one.
Now need to come up with something with that final bowl. Now Finbar McGuigan and Seamus Curtin just trying to work out if he does hit the target, Clark, where the jack could possibly end up, so where they could potentially place a bowl. Now we saw this happen in the
This,
not
this,
out
is,
there.
well, this is
Pirates
actually
bowl.
going to hit the jack at this rate.
Yeah, but he hasn't got any weight. He just Oh, he's just, oh dear.
That's a lovely, nice target there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a good bowl by Seamus.
Yeah.
See,
And
this
he
is good
actually
to see,
said-
Joe. See how
trying to
she's
go.
opened up now and expressing her feelings. Before it's just a
Totally,
visual
yeah.
image of, and we knew there was something wrong, but no one else knew. It's
Yeah,
good.
I think Seamus actually apologised, saying sorry to Finbar.
He is close.
Oh, he's got the target, but has it worked out
That
well
is a
enough?
great
Yes,
shot.
it has. So now the Kite's holding shot. Now Seamus Curtin has to beat the wide orange bowl
That's
This
a
is
good
when
bowl
you
from
try
Davis.
and make amends.
to win the
This bowl.
first set for Stokes Valley. Otherwise, it's a drawn first set.
It's a great shot by David Clark under
Have we had a
pressure.
drawn first set this
Not a
year?
not a drawn first set.
I
We've had
don't
one
think so.
drawn second set.
Oh,
Looks pretty
that's a
handy,
good shot,
very handy
Seamus.
indeed. In fact, it's
Look at that.
it's almost a toucher. What a
Great
reply.
shot.
One bad bowl, but one great
Yeah.
bowl to win the first set. They pick up a
That's it.
single on the last. 6-3. The Stokes Valley Vipers win the first set. They managed to deny the Manurewa Kites on their power play, and they take one step towards a place in the top 3. We'll be back with the second set action shortly here on Sky Sport. Welcome back to the Newland Bowling Club as we get set for the second set of our opening game of the day between the Manurewa Kites and the Stokes Valley Vipers. The Vipers having taken out the first set 6-3. A great final bowl on the fifth and final end from Seamus Curtin after he made a mistake with his previous. He corrected it, got the Vipers out of trouble and made sure they took out that first set, which they led from early on.
Effectively, Seamus' second bowl was where his first bowl was trying to get to. Yeah, it was a bit of a mistake, but first one, but boy, did he make up for it.
Great
It's
start.
not easy drawing to an off-centre jack out
She's
here.
done it again.
Yeah, great start, Nicole. Great start.
And pretty reliable off the front so far for Stokes Valley.
It's been good tonight. First set.
Same triple that played last week and convincingly beat the Royal Oak Rockets. Looking to wrap up a win here. Now it's not going to hold up for Roger Andrew. He went jack hunting there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Touch around the corner, Nick.
Vipers win. They are in the top three. They go to the finals. Lost though, and they miss out. For that to happen, they're going to have to go to a tiebreaker end. The Kite's going to have to win the second set.
Very good, Nick.
Good
Two
shoot.
goodies.
Good shooting.
I'm just thinking, like, if you could perfect the art of just trailing the jack into the dicks, the very first bowl, and sitting on top of it, it'd be game over, wouldn't it, every time? Wouldn't be much
It's
fun
only
to watch.
2 inches wide.
I know.
That's good, buddy. Hard luck.
Great theory, though.
Great theory.
Try.
There have been players that have done it, you know, 24 all in a game of singles, brought the mat right up to the peg, dropped the jack on the 2 metre and rammed it in with the first one. Seen it happen at a big Golden Nugget tournament in Gold Coast. I think it was Adam Jeffrey might have did it. One bowl,
this out,
shoved it in, turned around and shook hands.
Right.
Thanks for coming.
Look at this. I mean, this is...
It's a great start, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, Finbar just adding.
Touch us there. Good
To
thing
the
I
head.
ran out of sprays. But both triples have played well, though. It's not, you know, everyone's contributed a bit to
have.
it. So.
It's been a high quality game.
Here comes Karen with a bit of an attack, I think, now.
Yeah, she wants to
Narrow.
Oh, is it going
attack
to
this
take
head.
it?
It's going to go underline. Gets the jack though into the
Yeah,
ditch.
see? A woman after my own heart,
That's a
Karen.
shot there, bro.
Just what Miles
See?
Davis was
Be there
talking
when you're
about.
going real
I'm signing
close.
her up. She's going to be my coach.
Oh, so you've already dropped Joe Edwards as your coach.
Huh?
You've already dropped
no,
Joe.
He's my South Island coach.
Good save.
Great
Miles.
save.
Whew.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a
Right,
chance
good.
maybe next week to see exactly how Joe Edwards' coaching has paid off with Miles Davis.
Probably here, Karen. That bowl's that far out. Draw to there.
See if any of us doing the talking alongside Joe can actually play the game at all. You'll be surprised by the answers.
Oh, this is not bad at all.
No, this is another one coming in, isn't it, the cow?
Yeah, good,
Top
two
cut.
good
Well
shots.
done.
Yeah, well played, Karen Forrest. Changed the situation after the Vipers were surrounding the jack. Now it's the Kites holding a couple. And Seamus Curtin needing to try and draw to the ditch, where the jack is now, as is one of the shot bowls, as a toucher. Karen Forrest bowl remains in play.
Enough weight. Second shot, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe.
Oof. Yeah, they,
One lollipop goes up,
yeah,
so
the same one.
I think it's close though. Might not have changed the situation.
The bowl in the ditch is always a little bit closer as well.
Yes,
Um,
than you think it is.
yeah.
This doesn't look the worst if it can stay on.
Yeah,
but it's not
a big
going.
question. Not going to stay
Gotta
on
cut the
into the
front one
ditch
out.
it
Only a
goes.
couple of feet.
Yeah, a couple of feet less weight there from David Clark. He'll know to make the adjustment with his second.
Another foot is all Seamus needs.
And another foot of weight. Try and grab the shot for the Vipers.
It's a bit better.
It's certainly got more weight.
If
Is
it
it
can
going to
hit his
hold
one,
up
it'll be
or get
perfect.
inside his one? It does get inside his one. Is it going to hold up? No, it's not. Went straight towards the jack.
He needed a
bit
better
more of
contact,
it.
didn't he?
Yeah. He
So-
could wait to, if he got onto that.
This
Shot
needs
ball fat.
try and emulate his previous one, Clark. Just a bit less weight.
He can afford
Stays
to have
on
a
the
go. He
surface.
won't be lagging on this one.
Yeah, he's
better
asking,
off going in
he's
the ditch
asking for
with
it to
it,
slow
so-
down early.
Which isn't usually a good sign. Might get it. It'll help to push forward the Roger Andrew bowl. That's not going to change the situation. So looks like one. We're going to have one in a measure here.
Going to need Sue, I think.
I don't think there's much between those two. Are the players going to sort it out themselves, or are they going to get Sue?
No,
Sue Rossiter is
Sue's
going to
go
make
out there and do the damage.
an intervention into this game, just like we saw in the opening end of the first set. Sue Rossiter called on in the opening end of the second. So the Kites have certainly got one. They're just measuring whether they've got two. Because that bowl that you see there right in the ditch, the blue bowl, that still counts, and measuring to the orange bowl. And also to the last bowl that was promoted too, the Roger Andrew bowl. Looks like Sue Rossiter's going to measure to.
And the one in the ditch counts because it was a toucher.
Correct.
And finished in between the two pegs, so it is alive. Any other bowl that goes in the ditch without touching the jack gets removed.
Oh, look, JC helping out now. We've got a double umpire situation.
Oh, very lucky to see this, Miles. Real treat for the bowls officials out there.
Big responsibility for a young man.
Now, our virtual circles are favouring the Stokes Valley Vipers bowl. The orange bowl is the second shot.
Yeah.
And it is. So
No, we
just the
don't know
one.
that though, do we?
We're going to go,
Shouldn't say
and
it's
here
not
comes the
amateur.
power play for the Stokes Valley Vipers. Seamus Curtin making his way to the deck. So, ever the showman, Seamus Curtin, tried the bottle flip there and failed.
Oh dear.
I blame Miles Davis. I think it was Miles' bottle.
Yeah, it's the same
You
bottle.
doctored it.
The old days when there was big budgets at Sky, we used to get a fresh bottle every week. But this year's been a little bit, you know, a few cuts, and our floor manager Hodgie's just been topping it up week by week.
Which you have not complained about once. You haven't complained about once.
Not
Yeah, I
once.
haven't heard that.
No,
I haven't
not
heard that at all
once.
this season.
1,000 times perhaps.
I wouldn't have known.
So if it wasn't tap water, do you think Seamus might have got that? Is that what you're saying?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that if that was fresh.
I was thinking if it's sparkling. If it's sparkling,
Sparkling.
Oh,
That's
I'm
it.
a big sparkling.
Very good
water
opener.
man.
Good.
That's my go-to at home.
just with the extra bubbles, you know, helps it stay upright.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Seamus Curtin, he's done the cartwheel, he's done the forward roll. So always tries to mix it up when he gives the power play card to Joe
I like
Edwards.
the Pete Hodgson getting it out of his shoe. That was
no.
Come on.
Joe didn't enjoy that one very much, but
Could be, mate.
Whatever the Vipers score, if they score, will be doubled. I think it's their power play ends.
Come on.
Cole Toomey's trying to get another one
Very
close.
good, Nick.
good
Two
shot.
goodies.
Yep, right here, Karen.
Yeah.
Two down.
Just about a foot short of the jack with her second. Cole Toomey wins the battle of the leads. Now it's Karen Forrest, the first
Well,
number
I'm not
twos
sure
to
about
play
that.
for the Kites.
Okay.
She's going to come up well short with her first. Won't be happy with that one. It's one of the few really bad bowls I think
Yeah.
we've seen in this contest.
Too many, is there?
Not bad, Ethan, but well done.
You can do it. Right there.
David Clark, encouraging words for Karen Forrest. He knows that she'll make the correction from her first.
and the expression, Joe, is in a good home.
Look, it's counting
Well,
and
waiting, Karen.
behind the jack, so yep, pretty good. Ticks a
Not
couple
the
of
ideal
boxes.
home, but you know, like a nice semi-detached house.
Oh, hard luck. Offload.
Two.
Vipers still holding a couple. Chance to make it 3 potentially here. Finbar McGuigan.
Okay.
Pretty good again, isn't he?
Yeah, just
Seamus
travelling a
Curtin's
bit though. He
interested.
needs to hit something here.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little bit closer.
Still 2. The Vipers holding on their power play. Second end. Second set.
Puts that little bit of extra pressure on,
For sure,
on David
he's,
Clark, doesn't
he's
it?
forward,
Because-
he's forward down, isn't he,
Yeah.
at the moment? Threw a shot, beat the back orange bowl.
Delivers with 9 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Can get round that pesky short one. Oh, gets a glance on that, and that's where you see where those bad bowls can come back to haunt you.
Possibly a bit short of a gallop as well, but needs to just get around there.
Just enough of a touch on that Karen Forrest bowl to put it off course. Seamus Curtin.
Nestle into
It's on the
one of
wide
his ones
side.
out.
That's enough for a third, though.
But it looks like it's one of those ones where you look, you think, oh, good bowler, loads of space in there.
Yeah.
But when you get out there, it's a lot harder, isn't it? As we've seen.
Well, I think he's pretty
It
tight
looks
again,
narrow
isn't it?
here.
Yeah, it looks narrow. I don't think this is going to change the situation.
Unless it gets a bit of luck somewhere. That's, oh dear.
It has not been a good end for Manurewa, and they've really
And
opened
plenty
their
of
door
space
here for the Vipers.
Plenty of space for Seamus to go in there. Not
Reminding
too
you,
much
this is their
danger.
power play as well, so if you add a fourth here, that's 8.
No danger at all either.
And that's pretty much second set done, you'd think,
Get up.
at this early stage.
Get up.
A big bowl, this. It's worth 2. Urging it on is Seamus Curtin. Is it enough?
Or measure, I
maybe
think
just.
that might just be enough. That'd be more.
Maybe.
3 in a measure.
Oh, it says 4, goes up, so 4's doubled to 8.
Whoa.
Massive, massive end for the Stokes Valley Vipers. They capitalise on their power play, 8-1.
Is
They
that-
now lead the Manurewa Kites.
Is that the biggest score on a power play?
It might be this
season. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think this
Season, yeah.
season it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now, given that the Kites have already used their power play at the end of the first set, if you have just joined us, it's a real battle for them to now.
Three ends to get 8
Someone
shots.
dropped a 5 on their power play, but that's not getting a 5 on their power play. I can't remember who it was.
Well done, good start.
They happened just last week, wasn't it?
That's 7,
So there has been
7
a-
behind now with just the 3, and it's sort of
8 because they lost the first set.
8,
Yeah.
exactly, because they have to win it.
They have to
so
win it.
that's a lot of work, especially against the side that's playing
Yeah,
as
for
well
sure.
as Stokes Valley are.
They can, the Stokes Valley can just defend it now.
Well, they need what they just got from Manurewa. They need 3 bad ends, basically. Stokes Valley need to put in 3 bad ends to give Manurewa a chance, just like Manurewa did for Stokes Valley. You don't see that happening. It's very unfortunate that Manurewa had their bad end on the power play for Stokes Valley.
They're playing well all the way through. The
absolutely.
lineup. And it's not that the Kites have
Well
played
done, Nicole.
poorly.
Two good
It's
ones.
just
Two good bowls.
they're up against the side that's
Again, all 3 of them have played well, haven't they? The Stokes Valley triple. They've all played their part. And Cole has certainly set it up.
Yeah, Roger Andrew needing to find his range again. Give David Clark something to work with.
looks pretty good.
And the area has done wonderfully to grab
chance
the
to
shot
the
back
shots down
right
there,
on
bro.
cue for the Kites. David
bit
Clark
wide, is
will
it?
ever be the optimist. He just thinks if we can get 1 or 2
That's a good
here,
shot, bro. Very good.
just something.
Yep, down here, Karen. Second shot there.
Hope they can just pick up another few more
They
on the 4th and 5th ends.
Yeah, they need a 2 or a 3.
2
this
at the
end.
minimum, 2 at the
Yeah.
minimum, isn't it? 1's really not going to be enough.
Looks very narrow too, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
That's
turned
not
her back
gonna
on that
change
one
the score
is Karen
the
Forrest.
moment.
Finish.
And McGuigan walking after this one. He knows he's in the air and he gets a toucher. Drags it back to those oranges. And now it is all Stokes Valley and all the work to do for the Kites.
Now Karen's got to do her old trick of taking it into the ditch now.
They should just be trying to draw the shot. Something close for David.
No, this is going to be too skinny and not.
And might have just pushed another orange bowl closer.
What's that, 4?
Could potentially be.
So
Marco's just having a little look over the situation.
4?
3 go up. 3 lollipops are holding 3.
It's 4. Come on, JC.
So not only is he sledging players now, he's also sledging our lovely officials.
No one's safe.
Rear off bowl again from Seamus Curtin.
Pretty ugly for David here.
Now the hand, that looks very narrow.
With it whipping a little bit at the end, it's pretty hard to get under the blue to hold up.
You've only got 1/3, eh?
Yeah, so Finbar McGuigan saying to Seamus Curtin, you might actually have 4. It's what Miles believes as well. Now, unless David Clark comes up with something special, I'm going to say this is match done.
Oh, we don't want to do that one. Now, can he keep his side alive?
Yep.
So it all comes down to this really at this early stage of this second set, just the 3rd of 5 ends. But it's bowled so important. Has to come up with something.
Under again.
And it comes up narrow under the head, so they'll take away, we think, at least 2. Yeah, there the 2 go out. Now virtual circle actually maybe suggests that blue's holding the 3rd.
It's amazing how when they change it, how it changes.
And it's just 2.
I think it got Seamus to hit that one up.
Yeah,
too.
Seamus moved that one a bit forward. Yeah, so 2 to the Vipers, and with just a couple of ends remaining, they lead the Kites 10-1 in the second set. And really, it's all but shut the door on Manurewa. Yeah, needing a 5 and a 5 or a 6 and a 4.
Yeah, it's hard getting 1-5.
Yeah.
Back to backs.
And 6 is the most you can score on an end without a power play.
And when it gets started off like that, it makes it pretty hard.
Yeah, like I said, they were relying on Stokes Valley really playing poorly over these 3 ends to win the second set. And I just don't see this triple doing that.
No.
Attacking there, Roger Andrew, was he?
No, I don't think so. I think he was just quick.
Just way quick.
Yeah,
He's got his weight wrong. And that's the funny thing what pressure can do to you, isn't it? You know, Nicole Toomey straight away has one on the head. Roger Andrew feeling he needs a perfect bowl and just too much weight.
You're thinking, don't be short.
Yeah.
Don't be short.
Doesn't go to waste. Well done. 2 goodies.
Right here, mate.
Good one and behind by Nicole Toomey with her second. Having put her first right on the jack. Now Roger Andrew trying to give Kites something to work with after his first win in the ditch. Second is going to be short. Right. Not the start the Kites wanted on this 4th end. Needed to win this game to secure a place in BOWLS3FIVE on Sky Sport for another year.
Push to the jack.
A loss and push. Finbar McGuigan again
Great shot.
comes to the party.
Just
Touch it.
whack it. Karen?
Not going to draw that.
Yeah, loss will send Manurewa
She's the lady for the job.
Yep, too right.
6th, 7th playoff. against that Manurewa heat.
On its way.
Aggressive from Karen Forrest, trying to get that
way.
target.
Oh,
Knocks away one. So the first bowl in the Nicole Toomey is removed from their head.
You go for it again?
I'll have a little bit of fun, I think.
Yeah.
The riding's on the ball.
Yeah, 10-1 down. Give it a crack.
Yeah.
Crack that egg.
I need to do a little bit more than that.
Yeah. I mean, they've only got one on the surface, haven't they?
Well, that's the thing, yeah.
Very good bowls, Vinny.
So
Yeah, you're right.
Expecting the attack
Another
to
one.
go
Go
deeper.
straight at it.
In the area
Yep, go. There's nothing else. It's not going to
for
draw
the
it.
Vipers. And see more weight coming from Karen Forrest. Doesn't like it
Wide.
straight away, turns her back on it.
Yeah, a bit wide.
She might get one of the wide bowls. Yeah, it gets one out the back. It stays on the surface though for Stokes Valley, and there's only one on the carpet for the Manurewa Kites. David Clark with a rueful smile there to Roger Andrew, knowing there's not really anything he can do to salvage the situation. Reminding you that they have to win the second set to force a tiebreaker, so they really need a 4 minimum here to stay alive.
Yeah, and they can't.
They can't score a 4,
They can't
exactly.
get a
They
four.
can't, exactly right. They can't score a 4. They've only got one bowl on the surface. He's only got 2 to
There's
play.
just more and more pressure going on. I mean, that's a lovely bowl as well.
Like,
So what does David do here? I'll just smash it.
Have some fun.
yeah, I think so.
I'll just smash it just to be destructive and get it out of my
yeah,
system.
just get a little bit of frustration out.
Yeah, that's
Here comes
the
a
way.
drive
Have
from
go.
David Clark,
Missing
trying to
left.
change the situation. Gets rid of one
Nice,
on the
cutting
wide
it down.
bowls.
Yeah.
So now holding to the Vipers. Travis Curtin will look to add another one to the count. I think he said it was too quick. It came out of his hand. Trying to slow it down. Hasn't found a bad home though.
No,
Might be
very good
enough for
line, hasn't
third.
fattened it up. Let it rip,
Bit
Bit of a
David.
shaking
In or
head
out?
from David
Let it
Clark.
rip.
Give it a crack, David.
Here comes
boy.
another drive from Clark.
That looks a lot better for out of the hand to me. But,
Hey.
Now, did it touch the jack or did it
It
touch
did.
the?
It did, but it went
It
out,
did,
I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
and about his bowl's
The
gone
toucher
out.
went
So
out of play.
so it's going to be a
it should be
3 probably. Oh,
it
look,
should be
wait a minute.
3 because
Three?
Yeah, 'cause
there's
nothing
no blue bowls on in the area, so it's
Is that
going to
the
be
first
3.
time we've seen that? I think that is. In
No
bowls
bowls.
3-5.
I think so, yeah.
No opposition bowls in the area.
So 3 more to the Stokes Valley Vipers. 13-1 they now lead. Well, a bit unlucky there, David Clark. It was a pretty decent drive, but unfortunately knocked away the only bowl he had on the surface.
Look, even if he'd have got it absolutely perfect, he would have only got one.
Exactly.
So, yeah. I'd say the writing was on the wall before he played his 2 bowls.
Nicole Toomey just continuing what she's done all
Very
game.
good, Nick.
That's probably actually one of her worst bowls. But
Yeah,
still
I mean,
only
that's
just a
at
foot
least
away.
2 feet away.
Yeah,
God
exactly.
blimey.
Yeah.
Lift your game, Nicole.
Yeah.
No, she's played very well.
Yeah,
She has a
very
sick-
good off the front for the Vipers.
I think all 3 Vipers have possibly outplayed their opposition, which leads to a score like this, I think.
Yeah, the damage done on that second end power play when they scored a 4, doubled to 8. And really from that moment, it was a mountain decline for the Kites. And Stokes Valley have just kept that foot on the throat.
I mean, it was that great bowl from Seamus Curtin, the last one in the first set, that avoided the draw that they were.
Exactly.
You know, you would have,
Yeah, mate.
this whole set could have played out so different if
Yeah.
that first set had been drawn.
Yeah.
So the Vipers will be seeing them in the playoffs. Just wait and see the outcome of the game to come tonight, where they finish on the ladder.
Oh, Roger, well played. Shot.
One down. You pick.
They'll be jumping up to second place momentarily. The Gore Rams could jump above them if they beat the Elmwood Park Saints tonight.
shot there, Karen.
The
That's
Vipers
Jack
finished
high.
in the
Draw that.
top 3 last season.
Methinks I can smell frying of chips in the kitchen.
You're getting hungry.
Oh, I am. I have to wait till I get home though.
Having a chance here. Bowl, well played.
Peter. Vinny, come on. Hold a bit. Great shot, buddy.
Good shot. He's played well.
The chance here, Karen, off our bowl. Turning there. See if you can get underneath it. Draw to here.
They'd be the youngest team, wouldn't they, Brenton, this year?
Yeah, they would be, yeah, with the changes that Gore have made, obviously with Caleb Hope moving to the Stokes Valley Vipers. That's made Gore a bit older with their player that's usually been in the middle, Craig Murley's most often. And Claire Hendry's a few years older than Ashley Jeffcoat as well. Not by much, but a few years old. So, yeah, collectively, certainly the youngest team, the Stokes Valley Vipers.
Might be a little bit more, you know, let's not talk about ladies' ages, but yeah, let's cut it there and stop digging that hole.
Very odd of you to be conscious of that, Miles. Be the one to not want to dig a hole.
I'm almost through to the Antipodes. Oh, look at this! It's just going to sneak in. No, just too far.
I might have added in commentary on regular occasions the age of our co-commentator Jo Edwards when she brought up a significant milestone. Jo told me off afterwards though. So
No, it doesn't worry me at all, actually. I'd rather get to 50 than not.
It's holds the bat up.
Yeah, it
Wave
did.
to the crowd.
Yeah.
celebrated in style from memory.
Oh, celebrated at a Trans-Tasman.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Yep, what am I doing? What do you want?
David Clark.
Same shot.
Asking Karen Forrest what should I play here?
I like him just down underneath that blue. Just threw the blue underneath it for the shot bowl.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a blaze of glory, David.
It's academic for the match, but you never know what could be important shot differential wise.
Well, you want to finish
both
on
teams.
Sort of a bit of a high.
Yeah.
That's unlucky.
But under. Good
Going to come up
line.
short. So one more to the Stokes Valley Vipers, and they take out the second set 14-1. Comprehensive fashion. The Stokes Valley Vipers take it after scoring an 8 on the second end, a 4 doubled to 8. And it's 6-3, 14-1. It is finished to the Stokes Valley Vipers. A comprehensive win. We'll be joined by both skips. First to join us will be Seamus Curtin from the Stokes Valley Vipers. And Seamus, you must be very happy with that one. Your win, and you're in the finals again for 2020.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We came into this game just hoping it's do or die. We either win, go through. If we lose, we're out. So we called it a hit and run because we've got to run to the airport after this. So we hit out our game and we shoot off to the airport.
Well, the smash and grab certainly worked, and you could tell that there was a bit of tension late in that first set, knowing you played one bad bowl, having to save it to avoid that draw. That was a very crucial moment, wasn't it, in the match?
It wasn't a very good first one of mine, but I said to myself, I'm going to get a lot of crap if I don't play this one with my last, so I better play it.
You played the second bowl where the first one should have been, really.
Exactly.
Wasn't it?
So yep.
But,
just needed 2 bowls to get there.
No, outstanding. Look, yeah, it happens. We all never do it on purpose, but happens. But you made up for it, and it shows a sign of a really good, competent player that's able to, brush the first bowl away and draw that shot to effectively win the first set.
Yeah.
Draw that first set. Second set's complete different.
Well, exactly.
Package,
the second set, whoever wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
When you played that shot there, Seamus, you walked off with a sort of ambivalent stroll as if, oh, well, I do that every day. It's a bit boring
No,
and
definitely
stuff
wasn't
like
that. I walked off not very
what was
happy
going through
because of how he played his
one?
first one.
Yeah.
How I played my first one and left it open for him. Just changing it up and made it look a little bit nicer for him to play. I was a bit annoyed about that, so I was annoyed that I had to play that bowl.
But interesting though, the different dynamic there with the young side there. We've got the Gorgle Rams coming up, and they're very expressive side. Yep. They're high-fiving. You lot are a lot more low-key.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a pretty good dynamic in our team. We all known each other since we were real young and done that kind of stuff, so it's been good.
Yeah, no, you've certainly been playing well.
Yeah, that triple you have got, I think it's going to be pretty hard to keep you guys out of the side for next week. They're all pretty much settled now?
We'll leave that up to the selectors, but I think how we're going and just keep the roll going. Yeah, we'll see. We'll let the selectors do that.
Well, congratulations. We're about to see some highlights of your performance as well. A comprehensive straight sets win for the Stokes Valley Vipers. Finbar McGuigan started so well for Stokes Valley. Roger Andrew having his moments for the Manurewa Kites. The Kites played their power play early and played it at the end of the first set. Unfortunately for them, Seamus Curtin denying them on their power play to go the Vipers' way, and then it was all Vipers in that second set, coming with a 4 in the second end, double to 8 on their power play, and from there was no catching Stokes Valley, who are now through to the finals. That was a very well played bowl from Karen Forrest, who set up an interesting end to that first set. Here's Seamus Curtin tried the bottle toss while delivering the power play card and failed. So we've executed the forward roll and the cartwheel, but not the bottle toss. Yep. See what he's got in store for us in the final there, as we're now joined by David Clark, the skip of the Manurewa Kites. Well, what can you say about
team.
that? Yeah. Always got a smile on your face, which we love, but it just didn't work for you in that second set, did it?
No, we're behind the 8 ball all the way. Nicole set it up really well tonight, and we just struggled to get bowls on the head. And, a few clutch bowls, as Miles says, they didn't happen for us tonight, and we really needed them against that side. They were playing really well, consistently right through the team. We knew we'd be up against it, but now we'll turn our attention to next week now. We have to forget about that pretty quickly. Yep.
Yeah, so pretty much going to be playing for a place in BOWLS3FIVE next season, aren't you?
Yeah, we don't really, as much as we like Wellington, we don't really want to go there again. We've been there, done that, and we'd rather win next week and stay here. That's always been our goal. Just made it a bit tougher on ourselves now. Yeah.
So, look, let's not talk about bowls. Obviously bowls plays a big part of your life. Any other hobbies, any other sports played?
Oh, not really. A few years ago, I had a few years off playing bowls, and I was coaching my boy in football, and from under 4s or something through to under 19s. And I played over 35 football during that time.
Nice.
So I had a good break. I came back casually to play with Dad and got the bug again, and here we are, So it's just the way it goes.
When you say football, is it like the round one or the oval one?
Your game, Miles. Yep.
That round one.
Soccer.
How did your coaching career go?
It was good. We had a great time. We kept the team together, right through all those years, as you do.
That's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not necessarily about winning. I mean, you want to win. Yeah. You want to get better, but you want them to enjoy playing and enjoy each other's company.
Absolutely. And, getting on with the other coaches, and that's how the over 35s team started. Other coaches wanted to get together and play. We wouldn't want to watch the kids all the time. We want to get out there and show them how it's done.
Well, we think we can show them
how
it's
done. The mind was doing it, the feet weren't.
Yeah, very much so.
Well, we look forward to seeing you next week, David, in that game against the Manurewa Heat to try and stay up, and we hope to continue seeing your smile for another season of BOWLS3FIVE.
We do. Can I say hello to our friends at Tokoroa from Saturday? We had a great day down there. Memorial tournament for Bill Garrett. The Garrett family ran a great day, had a great time, and I hope to have the opportunity to say hello to them, and thanks for the weekend. It was awesome.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, David Clark, the skip of the Manurewa Kites, who have lost in straight sets. They will now play the Manurewa Heat in the relegation playoff. But still to come tonight is the Elmwood Park Saints against the Gore Rams in our feature game of the day here at 7 p.m. on Sky Sport 3. Join us then. The winner of that game can finish top of BOWLS3FIVE and go straight through to the grand final.